Hello Juicy Peaches, welcome back to my channel. I have decided to film a little video on how I do my daily makeup, my everyday makeup, although I don't really wear makeup every day at all, but it is nice now and then, like if I'm going to be filming some YouTube videos, I actually really like having the excuse to kind of put some makeup on and doll myself up, and it just feels good because I work from home, so I don't have to, self-isolating is kind of my lifestyle, so I don't often, I don't have to go into work. I don't have to always look presentable by society standards or whatnot. And every now and then it's really nice just to put some makeup on. And then when Rory comes home in the evening, like sometimes if I've like done a full face of makeup, like we might have our dinner, like a candlelit dinner at the dining table. Do you know what I mean? Just make a little date night of it. And it just feels good now and then to put makeup on. So this is my real basic, almost no makeup, everyday makeup. And so yeah, this is my bedroom, our bedroom, by the way. I have to have everything very, very neutral in the bedroom where I'm going to sleep. Everything has to be like earthy, neutral tones. I can't have loads of stimulation before bed, and colors really stimulate me. Like so in the bedroom we don't have lots of colors, so it looks very beige. Actually, the walls we're going to be changing because these are still the same colors as what was here when we actually bought the place. And our bedside tables are ancient. They're my mum's old bedside tables, but gotta love the 90s bedside tables. So yeah, this is what I do for my everyday makeup. It's probably not the best idea to put foundation on my face right now because my skin isn't the clearest, but never mind. So I use the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream that has SPF 30 in it, and in the shade Ginger, okay? It's probably a little bit dark for my skin because I got this when I was a little bit more tanned. So what I do, I've just put a little bit on my hand here, and then I use this Eco Tools foundation brush, and it's a travel size brush, and it was the limited edition rose set, can't remember, metallic rose, that was it. And I literally paint my face. I'm a complete amateur when it comes to makeup, by the way. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, even though there are plenty of tutorials on how to do your makeup these days really professionally. So there's no excuse really, but to be honest, it's not like my top priority. So maybe it is something I should look into and make a bit more effort in, but I just don't. So I literally just paint it on my face, especially in the places where there's kind of redness. And it's quite nice because it has a sort of glow to it. And I think if you're a bit more mature, like me, I am 37 this year. And so, you know, I've got lines, I've got fine lines, I've got some wrinkles going on my forehead, and I've got these lines here coming. And I do have some bags under my eyes, and, you know, laughter lines and stuff like that. And I just think like it looks really nice when you have a glow, like a more kind of dewy finish rather than matte, even though I know that like matte makeup, the matte look can come in and out of fashion or trend or whatever. I just think if you do have more mature skin, and especially for me, like I can get drier bits up here and then more oily bits here, and I just think like for me, if I have something matte, it just isn't good for my kind of combination skin. Like I definitely feel like the dewy finish looks better on more mature skin. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Like I said, I have no idea. So anyway, I've been doing that for ages. It's kind of done. I kind of overdid that, to be honest. So yeah, that was the, like I said, the Eco Tools flat. It says, where are you? Flat. This is all the wrong way around, I think, because I got it on the front camera, but it says flat foundation brush, and it's just this little travel brush, which is brilliant because they're small. So that's the foundation. So just gonna like make sure that's all in these little crevices. So yeah, just kind of pat the rest of that in. In the past, I probably would have used a bit of the Anika powder foundation as well, just to kind of seal it in, but I've run out of that, so I'm not doing it. So yeah, oh yeah, the next thing I'm using, sorry, is this Bareminerals. This is, hold on, let me show you with the lid on, because I am not the best at these tutorials, am I? Bareminerals, this little pot of loveliness. Sometimes I've actually run out of the Anika one, but sometimes I use the Anika blush. I can't remember what it's called, peach something. Oh no, rose something. I can't remember. I've run out of it. So I'm using the Bareminerals Vintage Peach, and it is, what's it called? Hold on. I think it's just blush. Yeah, Bareminerals blush in Vintage Peach. And I love these because they have the little, like, you can, where it comes out here, it's got a little twisty thing so that you can close it so that no more comes out. And I think that's kind of genius because the Anika ones don't have that. However, I think the Anika formula is better and more natural and better for your skin, and it doesn't have that mica or mica in it, which can be sourced in really negative ways. I'm not sure about Bareminerals, but I think they're good with how they source those ingredients. So anyway, this is the Vintage Peach Bareminerals blush, and I literally put it kind of on the apples of my cheek and then brush it up. And sometimes I smile when I do this. So I just go like this. That's so I can see where my cheek is. And then I just kind of brush it up. And this is this is terrible. Like, this is all I got. I don't have any bronzer right now. Like, my makeup is running low and I just haven't bothered to replenish my makeup. So this is what we're working with, what I have left. And I will literally use this until it's completely gone and then replenish my makeup. So that's that. So as you can see, it's such a pretty colour. Like, I really love this blush. I just think it's such a sweet, nice springtime colour. So that's my cheeks. That's literally it. I don't use any bronzer. It's terrible, isn't it? Don't use any contour. Oh, it's very, very minimal makeup. Okay, what's next? What do I do next? Next, right, I do my eyebrows. Maybe I should have done this other way around. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. This is, I don't know how you say it, but I think it's Benicos or Benicos, and it is the Natural Eyebrow Designer pencil, and it has this little spoolie, I think that's what they're called, on the other end. Genius. What I actually do, call me crazy, I use this aloe vera gel. We actually got this in Thailand, so it's probably a little bit old by now. I'm sure you're not going to use them for like a year, but it doesn't say on there how long. But you can get this, you can get aloe vera gel in Holland and Barrett. You can probably get it in Boots and any kind of health store places. In Thailand, it's really cheap, but in the UK, not so much, I don't think. So I literally, it's running out now because I'm like nearly at the end. Hold on a sec, let me just get this out. Okay, so I have a little splodge on my old hand, and you're gonna laugh at this, but this is honestly what I do, and I don't really know why I do it. It kind of reminds me of like brow lamination in a way, but like really amateur home DIY brow lamination. So I put the little spoolie into there and then I brush my eyebrows up with the gel, with the aloe vera gel. So as you can see, my eyebrows are now sticking up, and I just keep doing that until I'm kind of satisfied with how they're positioned. And then I press them down so they kind of stick to my skin, right? So now I have crazy brow. Can you see the difference? There's that one, and then that one, and then that one. And then I'll do the same to the other one. And I don't always bother with this, to be honest. Like sometimes I just don't even bother. And sometimes most of the time, I don't bother with doing this step. I might just fill my brows in a tiny bit with this. Sometimes I don't bother. But today I am, because why not? Why not? I've got the time. I'm self-isolating. And I want to show you my little routine. So as you can see now, my eyebrows are cray-cray, sticking up, looking a bit crazy. They kind of don't stay up for very long, by the way. Like once you've done this, they don't stay like that. So I'm just sticking those up still, making sure that they're in the right place for what I want. That will do, okay? So bear with me. Then with the excess that is still on my hand, I just put that onto my lips, just to moisturize my lips. And then I wipe this with a tissue. Or to be honest, sometimes I just wipe it on the dressing gown, not gonna lie, just to dry it off. And then I leave that, hold on, it's got something stuck in it. I leave that with the lid off, just sitting on the side to dry, because then now that's all a bit wet. While that's doing that, I forgot a step that I do with the blusher. This is where you're really gonna laugh at me. I do have eyeshadows, but I haven't been using them recently. I've just been getting the excess that's left over in here, so I've shut that. There's just a tiny little bit of excess in there. I swirl it around. Sometimes I swirl it in the lid as well, just to make sure there's not too much on it. And then I literally brush that over my eyelids. Makeup artists everywhere are going to be screaming at me. Not that many people watch my videos, but never mind. So yeah, I literally just brush that on to my eyelids. So my eyelids match my cheeks. My eyelids match my cheeks, and I kind of even just bring it into that. I mean, that's honestly what I do. So there's that. I would have normally done that when I was doing my cheeks, to be honest. So okay, so while these babies are drying, I will then go in with, and all I have right now, can I just say, like normally, let me show you the thing I normally use. Or actually I threw it away because it's finished, I think. Normally I would use the Bareminerals Lash Domination, but I ran out of that, and while I was out I realized I just grabbed this. It was just a tiny little, the Beneco's miniature mini mascara. It's not very good, okay? I don't actually like this mascara. This brand is quite cheap, and it's not as good as Anika, and it's not as good as Bareminerals. Like, it's just not. It's not the worst. Like, it's good if you're on a budget, but it's not the best. And I just grabbed this because I realized I'd run out of Lash Domination. I was in a rush and I just needed to grab it, and that's all I could find. So and it was like £2 or something, so I just quickly grabbed it just for something. And then I use this little mirror, which is my Bareminerals eyeshadow duo, which I haven't used for a long time, and I just put my mascara on. So yeah, there's not, this, to be honest, is running out as well, so there's not all that much left. in this. To be honest, I'm going to pause this while I do this because I do pull some funny faces and I don't know, I just feel embarrassed anyway doing videos, but I'm gonna pause it. Okie dokie. I don't even really say that. I don't know why I'm saying that on this video. So yeah, as you can see, just very natural lashes. I know like big fake lashes are the done thing. I'm aware of that, but that's not the thing that I'm doing. I've had those lash extensions and I really loved the look of them, but they didn't last long in my eyes because I pulled them out. So there's just no point me getting them again because I know what I'm like. I would just be like, get them off once they're on. Like, it just feels like maybe I didn't have very good quality ones, to be fair, but who knows. I just didn't like the feel of them after a few days and I just wanted to get them out, and I just wanted to pick at them. So I learnt my lesson, but who knows, maybe I'll get them again one day. Okay, so whilst I've done my little mascara situation, I don't know if you can see, it's just a tiny bit of mascara. It doesn't even look like much at all, to be honest. But my lashes are not naturally dark all the way along. They're actually lighter at the tip, so it does help having a bit of mascara. But to be honest, that's almost run out as well now, and I just haven't been bothered about it. So now, as you can see, they've kind of flattened a little bit compared to what they were. So I just kind of brush them up again. And then I go across the top like this, just to get those little bits that are sticking up a bit too much to go down a bit. But I leave these side ones quite sticky up. I call it sticky uppity. And then I go in with the pencil to kind of draw in the shape more and get them a bit more equal, because mine are definitely more like cousins. They're not twins, they're not sisters, these are cousins, right? So I have to kind of go in and work them out a little bit. Am I gonna show you that? Again, it's, I don't know, I feel weird about it. But yeah, so they're not, I just kind of go in and do little strokes, and then just draw along my natural line underneath them. So I go underneath to get that line, and then I'll do the same on this side. So I draw a couple of strokes going up, just along that bit, just to darken that up, and then draw the line that goes along my natural line. So if you can see, there's a line here that I'm drawing in. I need to sharpen this, to be honest. So there's a line there and a line there. They're not exactly identical, but that's the best it's going to be because this girl don't have time to be faffing too much, to be honest. And then I go in and I just kind of fill it in, and then I might do a very slight line across the top, okay? I'm going to pause this so I can get that done. Okay, so eyebrows are kind of not great, but never mind. That's how they're going to be today. They kind of look a bit like slugs, to be honest. I kind of overdid them a little bit, but that's okay. We're okay with that. So yeah, also I forgot to mention, I use the Eco Tools, it's called the angled brush for my blusher, again from that little travel metallic gold, metallic rose kit. Then I'm going in on my lips with the Bareminerals lipstick, which is the Marvelous Moxie lipstick, so it's quite old, in the shade Get Ready. They don't do this anymore, but they do similar ones. I'm right at the end. As you can see, there's hardly any product left. It's just around the edges, and so I go in with this lovely contraption, which is a lipstick brush, Before I do that, however, I use this. This is a really old Barry lip liner that I still have, and it's quite a kind of, it's like a reddy, I don't know what colour it is because it's all worn off because it's so old, but I might just go around with that to line my lips and kind of fill them in a bit, and then I go over it with the Moxie lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I try not to, oh, it's difficult to talk. I try not to overline my lips because I have quite big lips anyway. Like, once I've got this on, you'll see what I mean. I'm not saying they're huge or anything. But I literally line on the line of my lips, like not overline them, not underline them, I line on the line. On the line, that's from that film where they're like, you know those dudes that were in that Wedding Crashers film, and then there's another film of them and they get a job at Google and they're like, on the line. That just came into my head then. What is that film called? I don't know. Yeah, look how appallingly I'm doing this. I'm getting that. I'm putting it between my lips. Great technique, great technique. So there's that colour, and I actually really like that colour just on its own, not gonna lie, but it's a little bit dark for springtime, I feel. So I'm just gonna lighten it up with the Moxie Get Ready With Me. It's not loads lighter, but look, you can see there's a slight difference. Yeah, so, and again, I don't use too much product, to be honest. Like, it goes quite far. I love Bareminerals lipsticks. They're so smooth. They feel really moisturizing. On me, they last quite a while, to be honest. Like, all makeup these days is so much better than the makeup when I was younger, like in my teens and early 20s. All makeup these days is just pretty long lasting and pretty high quality, even the cheap stuff. It's just, you know, you want to be quite conscious that it's cruelty free. That's the main thing. So this is the makeup so far. I'm now going to brush through my hair with the old Tangle teaser. My hair is very static. I did a treatment on it yesterday and I'm growing out my fringe. I had this what do you call it, curtain fringe for a while back in the old winter, and I don't really like it on me, to be honest. I like to do a bit of a diagonal parting. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. So I just did that with this, I call it my hairdresser comb. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I'm just going through with the Tangle teaser. I love the Tangle teaser. My hair's quite fine, even though there's quite a lot of it. It's quite damaged, sun damaged, chlorine damaged, salt water damaged, whatever they put in the water where we were staying in Thailand damaged, like loads of people's hair was falling out. And I mean, this hasn't been dyed, but down here it's still the remains of where I had balayage, whatever you call it, years ago. So yeah, it's quite dry at the ends, and it does tend to get quite static, I find. So yeah, that is it, my lovelies. That's what I do. That's my makeup. As you can see, that is it. So that's my everyday makeup. That's what I use. Those are the brands that I am currently using. My favorite brand is Inika, I'm not gonna lie. That is, let me just show you, I think all the things that I've got are kind of old. but it's this, hold on, let me just wipe that so I can show you. It's this brand here, Inika, but I think that's back to front on the screen, but that says Inika, and I love that brand. I do like Bareminerals, but sometimes my skin's a bit sensitive to their stuff, and like I find that it does break me out sometimes a bit. Not that I really get loads of breakouts these days, but I do have kind of sensitive skin. It's more like a sensitive skin sort of rashy thing than it is spots, if that makes sense. So yeah, thought I would just share my everyday makeup with you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you're staying safe during this time and that you're all okay. I'm going to be filming some videos today about biohacking, quantum activations, and light language, and all things nourishing for this time. We want to keep our mindset in a good place. We want to keep our emotions in a good place. We want to keep our energy in a good place. I want to teach you about the truth of our reality, like quantum physics, and how this can really help you during this time, and breathing techniques and meditation techniques that are going to really help you to stay on form during this time of coronavirus and quarantine and self-isolation and all those things. So I'm going to be doing that today. So anyway, I love you lots. Have an amazing day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.